Hi, I think I'm recording. Um, unfortunately, in Google Slides, there is not a lock feature per se. So I can't, for example, take this graphic and there's not a lock option anywhere within here. I couldn't like right click and say lock object so that it's not movable. The way that I have always locked things is, and I haven't seen any other information on Google about doing this differently, but the way that I have always locked things is to use the key components that I want as a background and then put the stuff on there that is not. So, for example, so I don't mess up your document. Actually, let me do this. This might turn out to be something a little bit longer, but let me show you an example because I did this with a lot of. Let me go to American history last year. Go to the Road to Revolution. Actually, I know there's the Declaration of Independence. So I'll go to the lesson on the Declaration of Independence. So here's the lesson that I did for the kids on the Declaration of Independence. And it's a little bit extra work to make things so that they are not editable by the kids. But as you explained, it is worth it when you're giving them a document and they can totally mess up that document, right? So I've got so much open. So this is taking forever. Okay. All right, here it's opening. And what you'll see is that or at least what you should see is like on this first page, like I can't get to, oh my gosh, it's still loading. I'm sorry. Okay. So I don't even know what's editable on this page. Nothing is editable. Like this whole thing, there's nothing that is clickable on here. Same here. This is not clickable. Like I made this and then downloaded it and then just put it in here. I don't know at what point anything becomes editable on here. There we go. Okay, so again, the background that you see there, this little border is not editable, but the rest of it I have put up here as editable. Okay, so you can see this is kind of how I do my assignments. Here's a really good example. So I wanted them to go on a scavenger hunt for the Declaration of Independence. And you can see I didn't want them to move this background around, but I do want them to click into these little red boxes. So I made this background so that they can't edit it. Okay, now how do you do that? The way that you do it is you get the slide the way you want it. So let's take one that does actually have elements on it. So this has editable elements on it. You get it exactly as you want it. And then you do File, Download, and either JPEG or PNG. It really doesn't matter which one that you do. Okay, so I'm going to download this as a JPEG, and you can see it defaults to the current slide. So now I've just downloaded a JPEG of this slide. So now what I could do, I'm going to come in here and add a new slide. And I'm going to I'm going to get rid of all the elements that default to being on there. Then I'm going to do background, choose image, and upload is the default. It's this one that I want. So I'm just going to drag that. And I'm done. And there it is. And you can see nothing can happen to this. Now, this is a bad example because I do want that link to be clickable, right? But so it's a bad example, but the process is totally relevant. So that's the process. Again, get your slide the way that you want it, File, download as either a JPEG or a PNG, and then on a new slide, make that JPEG or PNG your background, and then it's not editable. So on your example, what I think that I would do, if it's okay, I am going to duplicate your August 21st slide. And I think what I would do is I would get rid of this. I would get rid of this. And I would get rid of this, okay? Then I would do File, Download, JPEG. There it is. And now I would do Slide, New Slide. It's blank. I'm going to make the background this image. Ooh, it's opening. Darn it. I double clicked. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Let me see if I can still drag this. Can I? Yes, I think I can. And then I'm done. And now that's all there and cannot be edited. And then you can just duplicate this slide, over and over again. And then you're going to put a new text box in here that says, we have math today. Yay. Okay. And then format that however you want, right? So your basic background is not going to be, now it does make it a teeny bit pixelated. That's the one thing I kind of don't like about it. You can see this is nice and sharp. This is a little bit more pixelated and blurry, but it's better it be a little bit pixelated and blurry than the kids mess it all up, okay? I hope that helps. I'm going to undo a little bit here because I messed up your slide on the 4th. That's back. I think that's how it was. Okay, I'm going to end this video. I hope this helped. I think I'm going to end this video. My computer's